Welcome, Pisces. This is your general focus for May 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, let me thank you for your positive, supportive, loving energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you truly from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to you. We start with the Ten of Swords. Okay, this is not a scary card. This is not a bad card. This is a good card because it says we have been through the lessons that we've had to go through in order to have the wisdom, in order to go forward in our path. So this is like a rebirth almost. You are maybe finishing off some of the lessons, gaining the wisdom, but for the most part, the worst is behind you when this card shows up, okay? So whatever chaos or sorrow or tears you had, it was given to you so that you have the wisdom in order to go forward. The sky is breaking up here. The sun is coming through. You are pushing yourself up. Okay, tens are the end of a path. So this is the end of a hardship. This is the end of crisis after crisis, or running around putting out fires, or trying to get stabilized in your life in some way. Okay, this is, you've got the wisdom now. You're ready to go forward now with that wisdom. Now we do have the Knight of Wands. So we are looking back. We are looking back upon the things that we have gone through. Okay, and this is not a time to make them small and make them not matter. This is a time to give yourself a pat on the back and know that you have walked through that energy. Now, you don't want to get attached to what you were viewing in the past as emotional. Okay, you want to detach from the emotion, understand the lesson that you had to walk through, and then understand the wisdom that you took away from that. Okay, because the second part of this card is before you jump on that horse and ride into your sunrise of tomorrow, you're asking for the wisdom to come to you. You're ready to use the wisdom on your path so it is straight, so you are guided. And it's crossed over by the Two of Cups. So I would have to say this is definitely new beginnings, new creative beginnings, beginnings with new partnerships. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to mean love, but it could. It could be a new boss. It could be a new coworker. It could be a new best friend. It could be a new business partner. It could be somebody within the community that you kind of are like-minded, and so you grow each other by supporting each other in new ways, or there's a new adventure to be had in your life through another person. We also have Temperance here, so it's a lot to do with our balance. And we are looking at how to bring in balance into our life, absolutely, when this card shows up. How to make things flow, how to stay in the moment, how to feel grounded, how to feel supported. These are all things that you are going to be looking at this month to incorporate into your life so that you are strong, so that you are empowered going forward. Definitely. Now we do have the Seven of Cups as the underwriting energy. So there could be a lot of confusion or a lot of gray area into your life this month. So this isn't the month to make those decisions. This isn't the month to push through energy. This is the time to go with the flow. I think as the month rolls out, so do your understanding of what needs to be a priority in your life, what needs to be in your life, what definitely doesn't need to be in your life. And so, you're working towards that balance. So we don't want to make any snap decisions. We don't want to rush into anything. If it's well planned out already, then that's a whole different ballgame because we have narrowed down the priorities. But I think for the most part, you're going to be in a lot of gray areas this month. So don't try and push through the energy. Try to understand, by inviting that energy in, how much balance will I have in my life? How can I incorporate balance into my life with that thing? Do I need to take this out of my life? Do I need to put this on the back burner? Do I need to bring this up front? What does my priority list look like? What will truly bring balance into my life? What are the common denominators that need to be in place? So that's probably the underlying energy. And then we have the Knight of Swords as your overlying energy, which wants you to push forward. There's a vitality about you. There's a spark about you. There's a push to want to succeed, go forward, succeed, not fail. Failure isn't even in your vocabulary. When this card shows up, you race out with your sword raised, yelling, "Charge!" So, you know, remember that you will have a lot of gray areas when you have this kind of energy. It's not something to go, I don't want to hold you back, because this is the overlying energy. This is the overriding energy for the whole month. This is how you are feeling. You are feeling alive, and maybe it's by understanding what really truly needs to be in your life that you start to get this vitality, this strength, this empowerment, this self-confidence comes about. So maybe it's only the very first part of the month where you're really looking at the balance, or it really seems like there's way too many gray areas. Or maybe you are tackling the problems at hand and you're looking at it, you know, straight in the eye, and you're dealing with things to get them off your plate, to incorporate clarity into all that you do going forward. We have the Five of Cups, which is definitely about releasing regret, where we think we did something wrong. Remember, we are focusing a little bit on our past path. And so when we do that, we're obviously going to see where we erred, where we dropped the ball, where we should have said something and we didn't, where we did say something and we definitely shouldn't have, where we put ourselves into a situation that we shouldn't have put ourselves into, or we didn't put ourselves into a situation and we should have at the time. You know, this is letting go of regret. This is letting go of feeling like we've dropped the ball on ourselves, that we've let ourselves down, our path down in some way. This is definitely an omen telling you to turn towards positive thinking, positive outlooks, see what you can do going forward. We can't change the past, so release the regret, okay? And incorporate the positive footprints that you're going to step into in your path forward. The I can do it kind of attitude. I know what to do. I'm going to go forward with the strength. I'm going to go forward in a positive light. You really need to turn towards the positive and not let the yesterdays deplete your energy. They were only there to give you a lesson so that you would get the wisdom, gain the wisdom through the experience. So don't look at it as something defeating in your life, but rather something to motivate you, because you have the wisdom now to step in the right direction, to do the right things, to put yourself in that situation when you need to say those words when you need to. We have, well, when other people are looking at us, looking into our life, what they see is the Three of Pentacles. They see somebody working hard, working diligently, not taking the shortcuts, persevering, creating their tomorrow. And there's a little bit of not caring what anybody else thinks included in this card. So you kind of act like the whole world can't see you. And you're not really paying attention all that much to the advice other people are trying to give you. You're following your own heart, your own intuition, your own wisdom on where you need to go. So, you know, here you hold the paintbrush to your portal of tomorrow. And people are going to see you creating your tomorrow through hard work, through applying yourself, through disciplining yourself, through putting yourself in the right situations, for saying what you need to say at the right time. So they're going to see you, you know, really standing up for yourself, really painting that portal of tomorrow for yourself, of opening up doors and opportunities for yourself. As we go towards the end of the month and into June, we have the Ace of Swords. This is the aha moments. This is the epiphanies. This is the actual steps forward. So, I mean, watch that Knight of Swords energy, because I think you're going to try and rush into things before you're ready, before you have realized where the balance really needs to be in your life, how you can incorporate the balance into your life. And that could slow down the process of this card, because by the end of the month, you're going to be ready to go forward. You're going to have a plan of attack. You're going to understand what you actually need to do in order to incorporate the balance in your life going forward. And we use that sword, you know, like drawing a line in the sand here. And we say, okay, I will compromise here. I will not compromise there. And I need this. So it's almost renegotiating relationships, partnerships, in order to go forward in the direction you want. It is coupled with the Page of Pentacles and the Hangman, so definitely meditation and prayer on exactly what that new path is going to look like, growing that new path. And also there's a courage that needs to be had here. It's you need to do that final push for yourself. So it's understanding your path forward. It's understanding what you truly desire in your life. And through meditation, through prayer, through alone time with yourself and your thoughts, I think you'll have a better understanding of what that new path is supposed to look like. And sometimes, you know, in order to gain things in life, not sometimes, all the time, when we want to gain something in life, there is a price to pay. And so we're looking at, you know, is the cost too great? Okay, because if we're going to be work, 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 then obviously our relationships might suffer, our health and well-being might suffer, our stature in the community might suffer because we can't free up Tuesday nights to make those general meetings anymore, you know, things like that. Like, what are we sacrificing in order to meet this new path, in order to step onto it? And there could be a little bit still about trying to understand the balance that needs to be going forward and how to incorporate that balance into your life in order for you to step into new paths, new beginnings, new ways of doing and becoming. In relationships, love, we have the Eight of Cups and the Fool. So, brand new paths opening up to you when it comes to love. So if you are looking for somebody, it's a beautiful month for that because we have the Fool, which is brand new paths going forward. And seemingly out of the blue, they will be. With the Eight of Cups, we are looking at relationships on a new level, on a different level, to things that we thought we needed for security, for well-being when it comes to relationship is changing. It's shifting in our perception of what needs to be and what doesn't need to be going forward. So be aware of that. It will, if you're in a relationship, you know, there's got to be talks and everything, but it could take you to a whole new adventure together. This could be moving homes too, or redecorating at the very least, but moving homes, you could be moving from an apartment to a home to an apartment, new beginnings, new experiences, new adventures within the relationship is almost a definite here with these two cards together. For work, money, career, we have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So, you know, this is where you really have to do the meditations, do the prayers, okay? You are so spiritually connected, and the answers that you receive from God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe, is going to lead you in the direction of your happily ever after. This could be where a mentor comes in, somebody to empower you, somebody to lift you up, raise you up, make you believe in yourself, raise that self-confidence in yourself. A lot of new beginnings here, new creative beginnings, but it's really in line with your intuition and your wisdom, so tap into those things in order to know how to go forward. It might be a job change, it may be changing the job slightly where you have control to change it so it incorporates something that you bring to the table. It could be starting a home-based business that will grow into a full-time business for you. So meditation and prayer, alone time with your thoughts, to develop this, to ask God, your angels, your spirit guides, I think is the most important factor here in order to walk into your happily ever after. Like we had the Ace of Swords towards the end of the month, your epiphanies come in, your aha moments come in. So try and incorporate this on a daily basis into your life. And by day 30, I think you'll have some great revelations on how to move forward in a path of abundance, tapping into your passions, your desires, what floats your boat, you know? So for spirituality, wow, we have the Devil and the Tower, two very transformation cards here, transformative cards. Okay, in both we really are the phoenix rising out of the ashes. Something may really rock your world, change your perception, change. It's like a light switch goes on here. It's like a light switch goes on. You're in the dark, and all of a sudden the light appears, and you understand. So tap into your spirituality. This is definitely a month for prayer, for meditation, for asking for signs, for clues, for wisdom. It's like a whole new person emerges out of the experiences you have spiritually this month. So it could be something really, it's obviously going to be something very transformative in your life. It could be that aha moment. It could be that epiphany. It could be, meeting your spirit guide for the first time. It could be a knowing for sure for the first time ever that you really aren't alone on this path, that you do have a whole army of spirit guides and angels helping you on your path going forward, or a new way of tapping in to the divine, or understanding your own empowerment in spirituality. Maybe you reveal to yourself that you've always had this gift, maybe through your dreams, or maybe it's reading tarot cards, maybe it's through reading an astrology chart. I mean, some astrologers can just look at a chart and just seemingly know what to tell you and what not to tell you, and where everything goes together, where other astrologers need 8 hours to prepare to tell the client what's happening. It's like your intuition becomes so much stronger. Your spiritual path, you might realize that those childhood experiences were real experiences where, the grown-ups told you, oh, it's kind of funny actually, we're told that Santa Claus is real, the Easter Bunny is real, the Tooth Fairy is real, but our imaginary friend is not real. So if Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny turn out not to be real, what does that tell me about the invisible friend I had? So, it's kind of along those lines where you might be going back into your earlier experiences in life to realize your true spirituality and the gifts that you have. And I mean, it's unending, the combination of gifts that you can have spiritually when you tap into them and you understand them for what they are. So expect an epiphany. Expect a new person to emerge spiritually this month from inside yourself. Don't doubt. Believe. And ask God, your angels, your spirit guides for those qualifying questions. You will get the answers. You will get, the signs around you to affirm certain things if you ask the questions to them. So it could be really life-changing, really life-altering for some of you. The gifts that you have been walking around with that have laid dormant inside of you, waiting to burst through, waiting to for you to acknowledge them in some way. For health and well-being, we have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. This is really a month where you really can give a lot of thought to your balance in your health and well-being, your daily routine, to really, be in top shape. And this is the kind of goal setting you can do where the sky's the limit on your goals. You want to be that perfect size. You want to be that perfect weight. You want to eat a certain kind of diet going forward. This is the yes card next to an ace, so it's a new path, a new understanding, a new way of doing, a new way of being that really brings you into this vitality, into this enrichment, into a beauty, absolutely a beauty in your life of your vitality and your energy and your balance going forward. So definitely look at your lifestyle and where you want to improve. And you've got the yes card. All it takes is understanding how to work it into your lifestyle so that it is part of the balance going forward. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.